The cowboy in me. The cowboy in me is ready to ride. I've always been ready, really. Over prairie and hill, under the blue sky. Alone, of course, but not lonely. And there is a saloon rising out of the desert, suddenly before my eyes. Inside, there's a player piano, and whores upstairs, I surmise. The cowboy in me gets down off his horse and puts his hand on his gun. You never know in places like this. There's too many folks on the run. Barman pours a whiskey and knock it right back. I guess that's the welcoming sign. Barman pours another. I knock it back. And suddenly I'm feeling fine. The cowboy in me has wandered long and far. Feels like we'll never settle down. I roll down the window of our car. She's coming now. Her hands are full. Brown bags on either hand. I guess I dozed off for a second. Now it's back to familiar land. But the cowboy in me, he was ready to go. He always has been, really. I'm just waiting for the right north wind and a good horse to carry me.
Are you working in the civil service? Or teaching in the school? May you take the number 66, which I followed like a fool. Down Abbey Street each night for months at 11, you were just too cool. Always playing hard to get. I regret the day we met. Still I wonder, where are you now, Sheila? Where are you now, Sheila? Maybe you met a nice guy who takes good care of you, never tells you what to do, he will never cheat, it's true. Who maybe works in a bank, if only I had the courage to try, I wouldn't be so bitter now. We never really said goodbye. Still I wonder, where are you now, Sheila? Where are you now, Sheila? I guess I found my way, you found yours in a room in Paris. We came so close, and the next day you were gone. I'll never see you again, I suppose, unless we meet on a bus or a train. A nice big smile to see you again. The baby cries, I examine your face. I ask for your number, but then I wonder, where are you now, Sheila? Where are you now, Sheila? Oh, what's the point? There is no point in turning back the years. What's done is done, amen. If I could only kiss you one more time, maybe it could be mine again, 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 again. I wonder, where are you now, Sheila? 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 Oh, Sheila, Sheila, oh, Sheila, Sheila, oh, Sheila, Sheila, oh, Sheila. Sheila.
Call me sentimental. We used to walk around the town, up Flower Hill and down, every night, looking for a fight. Tough men, stopping girls for a light. You were a mod, I was a punk. You were a swat, I was a flunk. I used to sit at the back of the class. I got an honour, you got a pass. You were a virgin, I was a whore. The problem was I couldn't score. You feared your air lad, I hated mine. We used to drink cider and lots of cheap wine. You liked the jam, I ate marmalade. I said I'd be famous and your dreams would fade. You went to London, I went to New York. You work in a bank. I feel like a dork when I think about the things we did. Your name was Mozzo, my name was Sid. Someone told me lately you now have a kid. At least one of us grew up. I still owe you £5. I'm sure you've forgotten. Me, I have not. I think of my old debts these days quite a lot. Parkas and scooters and Doc Marten boots. Call me sentimental. These are my roots.
Walking on these streets, I think of you, all the bad things we used to do. From Grafton Street as far as Dublin Zoo, alone in this city, me and you. Away from home, away from friends, at the windows of my flat our world ends. Sitting on the bed as shadows gather on the wall, quiet as the footsteps in the hall. You and me together, all alone. Someone's talking outside on the phone. Don't know how much longer we'll be here, but maybe once before I leave I'll shed that tear. Away from home, away from friends, at the windows of my flat our world ends. Sitting on the bed as shadows gather on the wall, quiet as the footsteps in the hall. Walking on these streets, I think of you, all the bad things I used to do. Alone in this city now, I wonder where are you? Away from home, away from friends, at the windows of my flat our world ends. Sitting on the bed as shadows gather on the wall, quiet as the footsteps in the hall. Quiet as the footsteps in the hall. In a little Irish town. In a little Irish town, I spent my early days. Those early happy days have stayed with me always. Fighting in the schoolyard or playing football. Going in for a header and sending it over the wall.
riding down the Boreen, no hands on the bars, going with Henry Dean to the cinema to watch Star Wars. Sunday trips to Cavan to visit relatives. Those old grey lanes seemed endless, and visits to grandparents' graves. In a little Irish town, I walked along the Boyne for hours and hours and hours, the weirs cascading down to a sunless salmon pool. We used to love mitching from school, coming home at 4, studs on my shoes to be cool. In a little Irish town, I was born. In a little Irish town, I stand forlorn, because I don't recognize anyone. All the old shops have gone. I feel like a foreigner, where once I had such fun. Going around the roads and lanes and side streets too. It used to be my home, and there's not much I can do. In a little Irish town, I spent my early days. But those early happy days of old have stayed with me always. Paddy. Paddy had a hard life on the building sites. He worked 10 hours a day, saw loads of fights, drank at the pub at the weekends down the road. Going home, they'd say, "Hey, Paddy." He'd nearly explode. His anger never quite got the better of him, though. He wanted to save some money, then home go. But time passes, and Paddy just got used to things. There was always work, he said, so we'd see what next year brings. Paddy lived alone, he never married. Not that he didn't want to, there was always a need in him for company, so he went out a lot to that pub down the road for a stout. And that was life. Paddy from Roscrea. He never made it home. He stayed away. Not that he didn't want to make the trip. What would he do at home once he got off the ship? Yeah, such was Paddy's life on the building sites. 50 years or so. It gives him fright to think about it now that he's retired. He bought his London flat in the end. He was actually fired. Not fast enough, the foreman said, for to work. If he was younger, he would have headed off to New York. Now he's too old to go anywhere. He sits in his room, and every once in a while